Hey there, wonderful people. Welcome to my channel. Before I get into this next Mahadasha, just a quick intro to all the new people here. This is a Vedic Astrology counseling as well as teaching channel. So I share everything that I know about Jyotish, Vedic Astrology, as well as there is a whole playlist, lots of playlists actually. The main one I would urge you to go for is the Vedic Astrology audio playbook playlist, which is in the description box, my Google Drive link with all the free e-PDFs for you to download and study. That being said, let's get into the Jupiter Mahadasha. Jupiter Mahadasha extends for a period of 16 years. And this is much desired by many people, although they do not understand, in my opinion, the proper implications of this Mahadasha. But before we get into that, let us see which Nakshatra born people, moon in the natal chart, in which Nakshatra it is, and whether they would get this in their periods of life. Approximately 20 to 50 years of age. That's the prime of a person's life, isn't it? So, Jupiter Mahadasha dominantly comes for the sun-ruled nakshatra moon, that is Krittika, Uttara Phalguni, and Uttara Ashadha, for whom Jupiter Mahadasha approximately starts between 35 to 41 years and runs well through midlife. Second, for the moon-ruled nakshatras, which are Rohini, Hasta, and Shravana, Jupiter Mahadasha starts around 25 to 35, the classic career plus Dharma expansion window. Third one, the Mars-ruled nakshatra moons, which are Mrigashira, Chitra, and Dhanishta. Jupiter's Mahadasha starts around 18 to 25, covering 20s and early 30s strongly. The other ones fall in the outer bracket, so let's not look at that. We are talking mainly of the prime of life, isn't it? So what is Jupiter Mahadasha? Jupiter is the guru. Jupiter is the wise one. Jupiter is the seat of wisdom, seat of blessings, seat of family, seat of dharma, seat of children, seat of prosperity. Although many people crave prosperity and all the good things of life, we all do, I do even. So although we crave that, the life lesson behind Jupiter Mahadasha is quite different to what people think it is. First of all, Jupiter Mahadasha will activate wherever Jupiter sits in your chart. Number one, house, the sign, the nakshatra, and so on. It will also simultaneously cycle you in this 16-year period through 3 different Jupiter nakshatras, which means the first one being Punarvasu, the second one being Vishakha, the last one being Purva Bhadrapada. These are Jupiter-ruled nakshatras. So it will cycle you in the 16 years through these 3 different nakshatras, whatever planet sitting there, or the cusp of a planet sitting there, and whatever is aspecting. So these are the activation fractal time cycles within your chart. Now, what is Jupiter essentially? What is the theme of Jupiter? If you understand this, it will be a broad context of how to analyze your own chart also. Element is ether. Jupiter is your ears, whatever you listen. This is the reason why the ancient saints used to stop by in the towns, in the cities, and give Guru Mantra whispered in the ear, only from the Guru whispered in the ear. So, hearing is Guru, hearing is your wisdom, okay? So you should learn to listen more in this Mahadasha than speak. Speaking is Mercury, it's the student, it's the one who asks questions. Jupiter is the one who provides wisdom, the higher wisdom. That is listening, that is not talking. So in the Jupiter Mahadasha, you become actually a student. Isn't it ironical? You have to have an attitude of learning. Not so much doing other things, not so much speaking. Don't try to act like a guru in this Mahadasha. You'll suffer a lot. Trust me. Jupiter ruled nakshatras are quite harsh in their teaching. Let it be Punarvasu Vishakha Purva Bhadrapada. You do not want to go there. I can tell you from personal experience. Do not try to be a wise guy in Jupiter Mahadasha simply because Jupiter is a good planet. That's not the way you understand Jyotish at all. The guna is sattva. So, like the sun, Guru distills all the trash out of your karma and filters it for sattva. So it gets rid of tamas, get rid of rajas as well. And it distills. It's a distilling kind of planet. So you will filter out all the rubbish that you thought you knew during Guru Mahadasha. This can seem very harsh to people because we are born under all kinds of illusions, not just from our past lives, but from our society, from the programming, from institutions, blah, blah, blah. The chakra responsible in Guru is the crown, as opposed to Rahu, who was the headless crown, confusion. Guru gives a clarity in your mind. Suddenly, out of Rahu Dasha, you come to Jupiter Mahadasha and you're like, bam, now I'm kind of clear on these things. Like, oh my God, why was I doing such a thing back then? You see, that's the kind of clarity Jupiter Mahadasha provides you. The psychology of Guru Mahadasha is one of optimism, generosity, and learning. One can get highly optimistic in this period. Typically, it is definitely good because Jupiter is a Jiva Karaka. It encourages all things good, all things sustaining of life. You might, if you are married, even have children in this Mahadasha. If you're a man or a woman, you can have kids because Jupiter is a Karaka of kids. Loves to have children and takes care of children. Just remember, by the way, whatever good things you are doing in this lifetime, forget about any other past or future. Whatever good karma you are accumulating will go to the kids. Remember this. Therefore, whatever good karma you're going goes into the ether, goes into the Akash of Jupiter, and it brings it as good life for your children. This is a general rule. So your good things that you're doing in this lifetime are not going waste. They are going to your children. On the other hand is also true. The contrary is also true. Which means to say, if you're shadily doing stuff, doing all kinds of bad things intentionally to people, in your job, in your relationships, all the areas of life, especially in your work also, that will also go to your children. So be very careful what you're doing with your Jupiter. Very, very careful to touch this planet in the chart. Be really careful. Above all other planets, be careful with Guru. Because Guru, there is no cure. You can go n number of times to a temple. You can do n number of japas. But Guru, you have to be seriously careful about. Please. My request to all of you. Life themes, like I said, they can get married in this age, in this Mahadasha. They can have children. Jupiter loves children. Jupiter takes care of children. Jupiter is education. In this case, if it's prime of life, you need to develop an attitude of learning. If you're in a job or business, you're a learner really. Learn from everything around you. Even if Jupiter in the 6th house, which is a bad position, you learn from your enemies. You learn. Become a sort of lifelong learner. Okay? Spiritual growth can happen. You might be drawn towards a lot of reading on spiritual stuff, especially if his guru is in 5th or 9th house, for example, or even 1st house. Prosperity can happen on the material plane. It's fine. Jupiter is not really interested in giving you prosperity like Venus Mahadasha. Jupiter gives you wisdom. This is the difference between the two Brahmana planets. Antardasha goes in the intervals of 1.12 to 3.6 years. Starting from Jupiter to Jupiter, then Jupiter to Saturn, then Jupiter to whatever comes next. Okay. Jupiter Mahadasha is the most stabilizing. I won't say that. I had a really rocking time in Jupiter Mahadasha when I came to it. often bringing life lessons of alignment. You have to learn during Jupiter Mahadasha not to teach, not be egotistical, because this planet will distill everything to the sattvic quotient, so to speak. Okay, be very careful where you go with this. It will not treat you nicely. Jupiter Nakshatras are some of the most harshest ones. Be careful with this. If you need some counseling, you can get in touch with me over email. Because typically I counsel people with all these kinds of things. I do not fancy doing too much predictions other than the video meets we have after one reading. I provide a comprehensive report followed by one reading, one Google Meet, so that I can address personally some questions. I like to see my clients. I don't throw readings at them. This is very mean. You should not do such things to people. Anyway, take care, be safe. I'll see you in the next Saturn Mahadasha.